It's an exciting day here in the test kitchen because today we're going to go over one of my favorites, how to cook a rib roast. In today's episode of this roasting series, we're going to talk about how to choose and season a rib roast with some really unique spices. And the reason I love this cut is because it has such a rich and deep flavor. So let's go over to Di with more insight on the rib. So today in the test kitchen, I'm going to be doing a coffee rubbed rib roast.
Ooh, I like coffee.
So what do you think makes the rib roast so special and why it'll take on such a robust rub?
You know, the best part about the rib roast is that there's already so much flavor in it. So when you add anything, coffee or any other type of rub, it really takes on that flavor and amplifies it even more. You have so much beefiness found in this rib roast, it makes it simple to prepare. And you know, the best part about this, you don't have to remember all of that. All you need to do is go to the retail store and look for that Certified Angus Beef logo, and you're set.
Well, you got me sold. I think I'll try and cook this guy up with that coffee rub and we'll see how it goes.
That sounds awesome.
So now that we've got a little more insight into the rib roast, let's go into our spice rub. So I'm using a unique blend of spices to kind of give this roast a lot of flavor. A rib can take on a lot of this flavor without it overpowering. So that's why I kind of went with this blend. There's some brown sugar, there's chili powder, cumin, coriander, cinnamon, cayenne, coffee. I think I stopped at the C section of the spice aisle, but I want to get all these together to really create a full flavored rub. So I'm just going to put all these spices in here, get a little bit of that brown sugar out, and then go in with my coffee. There's a lot of coffee here, which normally I wouldn't put a lot of one ingredient, but it's really nice just to kind of get it so that it coats the roast, because really coffee is a very dominant flavor in this rub, and you want to make sure that it comes through in the end. All right. Now that it's all mixed up, I'm going to take this rub and I'm going to fully coat this rib roast. I'm going to put it on pretty liberally because you really want to help develop a nice crust all over this. And this will add a lot of flavor and a beautiful crust to the outside. You'll kind of get this dramatic looking, dark, almost black looking roast, but that's just because of the coffee getting a lot of color along with some of that sugar caramelizing in there. So you get a nice, just beautiful crust on the outside of this. All right, now we have it well coated with this rub. Don't worry if you have a little bit left over, because this is a great rub that you can use for steaks or even something like a burger if you want to get a little bit different with it. So now that it's fully coated, I'm going to get this guy into the roasting pan and we'll let it chill for about an hour. The reason is you want those flavors to kind of mingle. There's a lot going on there, so it's nice to have them coating the roast. Let it sit for an hour just to kind of get that flavor to meld before you put it in the oven. Now that we've had this refrigerated for about an hour, let those flavors mingle a little bit. We'll put it in the oven. It's preheated to 450 degrees, so this will get us our initial oven sear. So I'll get out my Roast Perfect app here, and I've got boneless rib roast. This guy was over 5 pounds, so we'll go 5.5 pounds to a doneness of medium, again, to please the whole family. And we're going to do the 15-minute sear, so I'll hit start on that. And then once that sears up, we'll drop the temperature down and let it continue to roast for a couple hours, and then we'll check back on it. Do you have any threes? All right, my timer went off, so it's time to check the temperature of this roast. So I'm going to go ahead and temp this roast in pretty much as far to the center or the thickest part as I can find, because that's going to give me the most accurate reading of my doneness. So we're right where I want to be. So I'm going to pull this thing out, and we're going to move it over here. Now that we've had time to let this rest, we'll get this guy onto the cutting board and start slicing. Now people always say, slice against the grain. With a roast like this, the grain runs throughout the rib roast. So I'll start with the face of the rib roast and start slicing back. It's got such a beautiful crust on here. Just to recap this recipe, we picked out the perfect roast for our guests, rubbed it with our special blends of spices and coffee, oven seared it at 450 degrees, dropped it down to 325 to finish cooking it through to our desired doneness. And there you have it, a beautifully done rib roast with a crisp coffee crust. If you like this video on how to cook a rib roast, remember to like, comment, and share on social media. And we'll see you next time here at the Test Kitchen.